Hello guys, this is Roger69501 and welcome to my channel. Well, the comic that I'm gonna display is Detective Comics issue number 620. Now this is an awesome cover, check that out. The skull with the mask. Okay, stay. Okay, I'm gonna give you my thoughts for this new miniseries, The Man of Steel. So here's issue number 1, which is awesome cover. Sorry about the glare. Here's issue number 2, and issue number 3. Check this out. Awesome. Okay, let's get started. When I was reading these 3 issues, kind of like before I start reading, actually, to be honest, I thought it's going to be more or less like The Man of Steel that was written back in 1986 by John Burns. Here's issue number 1. Remember these? Here's issue number 2. This is the whole comic book is about Lois Lane. Here's issue number 3. The whole issue is about the meeting between Batman and Superman. Issue number 4 deals with Lex Luthor only and Superman, obviously. Issue number 5 deals with Bizarro. And the last issue, well, when he finds out about the creation, more or less, about the Fortress of Solitude and Lana Lang. So when I heard the news about The Man of Steel, I thought it's going to be something like this. Not copy-paste, but more or less, kind of. Well, it turned out to be that it's not like this at all, which to me is a lot better. Allow me to explain. Okay, issue number 1. Issue number 1 starts with the planet Krypton, as we can see here. Check that out. And we see Rogol, the main antagonist, talking with a bunch of guys, kind of like if they were gods. But if you look closely, one of them is one of the guardians of the Green Lantern. Check that out. So it starts back and forth. It's like 2 stories in 1. It's divided in 2. We got the story about the main antagonist, Rogol, and what he did and why he did it. And then the other half of the story is about Superman, and is the rest of Superman's life, or Clark Kent's life, you know, with Lois Lane, his kid, his job, Metropolis, the bad guys, and this and that. So the story starts that we see Rogol talking to the gods. I'm gonna call them the gods or the guardians. The thing is that he's talking about the planet Krypton. That the Kryptonian, according to him, is the scum of the universe. In a sense that because since the Kryptonians are very scientific, I guess I can call it that way. I don't know if that's a correct term. So the Kryptonians have expanded their search for resource for the science, and in Rogol's mind, the Kryptonians, they go to planet to use all the resource and leave the planet with nothing, kind of like a plague. More or less, to him, that's what Kryptonians are, or the planet Krypton. So while he's talking to those guys, the one Guardians of the Galaxy asking, so what you want us to do, or what you have in mind to do. So Rogol came up with this idea, saying, okay, look, I got the perfect solution that will deal with it once and for all. And that is cleanse the whole planet from the inside out. So he wants to eliminate the whole planet of Krypton. He wants to destroy the whole race, eradicate it. That's it. That's what the first issue is about. We get to know what Rogo Plans is. The rest of it is all about, well, we get to see Toyman and Superman is trying to figure it out because a lot of buildings are caught on fire. We get to see Firefly with Moth. So Superman catch those two guys. Apparently they were the ones that they were causing all the trouble. Check that out. Love this page. So basically the main story is about the main antagonist. That's the good part. The rest of it is good also, but it's more like filler than anything else. And we get to meet a new character, met the new deputy chief for the firefighter. Let me see. The new deputy fire chief, Melody Moore. Seems like a new character. We get to meet her, and then we go back to Rogel, where he's on a very savage planet, as we can see here. But he likes to be there because he's a warrior. So by fighting all those creatures that want to kill him, so he killed the creature because they keep him in shape, in combat shape. So we see that Apa Ali Absa, that's the name of the guardian that I showed you on the first page. One of the guardians that he was talking to. The name is Apa Ali Absa. So they're talking about how he going to do that, how he going to eradicate. But you only get a few pages on that. Now, also I noticed that Bendis also maintained that this story is canon to past Superman story, in the sense that here, when we see Daily Planet offices, we get to see like posters on the wall where it says Justice League is born, Superman returns, and the death of Superman. So that means that they did not erase none of that. So for better or for worse, it don't matter. At least he's on the main universe. It's nothing like they are changing the universe of that. We don't get to see Lois Lane and Little John, until the end. And when we see him on the end, when they are on his apartment, as we can see there, we get to see that something over here, kind of like a white light. Check that out. And that's how it ends. So we don't know what it is, but at least I don't know. So issue number 2, check this out. So issue number 2 is it deals with, we go back to the planet Krypton. Check that out. Awesome. So here we get to find out more or less the reason. Okay, here we see the Guardian from the Green Lantern talking to some other guy. What's his name? It's kind of like Lord Gandelo. It has kind of like a glass head. Check this out. Okay, so now they are talking because the Guardian and Lord Gandelo, that was his name, right? Gandelo. According to Lord Gandelo, he's the ruler of 42 systems. In one of those 42 systems, Krypton, planet Krypton, was under his rulership. If that's a word, if that's a correct word, rulership. I don't know. If not, let me know. So the thing is, so he's kind of like surprised, like, how did this happen? How can it be possible that I'm a ruler of 42 systems, none of this never happens, get to happen? And the guardians from the one of Ali Abba, that is one of the guardians of the Green Lantern Guardians, he says, well, it just happened. So they're arguing back and forth. And then the Lord says, so where was the Green Lantern of that sector? And he says, well, we don't have enough Green Lantern, and I believe that there were not enough signal or time to do something about it. It happens suddenly. There were no warnings. It just happened. Just snap. It just happened. So they are talking about they're trying to blame each other when actually the one that is blamed is Wogo. Now the Lord and the Guardian, they both acknowledge the existence of Rogor. While they are kind of like figure out who's the blame to who, they both blame. And the rest of the so-called entities. So the thing is that once that they finish talking, he goes to a planet where he believes, or what is left of planet Krypton. He see kind of like a remains of bones, and he said, well, Robert, I hope that you are dead and rest in peace and this and that. I was like, okay, fine, well, that was a short story. And then from there we go back to Metropolis. We get to find out that Superman is fighting the Toyman. Metropolis being attacked by a giant robot, which is done by the Toyman. As we can see here, check that out, pretty neat. And then from there we go back to the apartment. Remember when issue number one ended with that white light? Well, we go back to that same moment. And then something happens that Superman somehow he got punched. As we can see, he got punched so hard that he ended up in the moon. At least what it looks like to be the moon. And then being over there at the moon, we go to Taffy's West. We go to the far end of the Vega system, to a bar, as we can see here. Now, in that bar, there's somebody go to the bar, and this guy starts to talk to the bartender, exchange story, and the guy noticed something on the back of the bar. I don't know if I can. I don't know if you can see here, but you can see like a necklace that has the Superman shield and a Rubik's cube on the last panel. So he asked him about what's that. So she started telling the story to him about Superman with a Z. She said, well, Superman is the last son of Krypton. Escaped as a baby. Or so the story goes. And the guy says, what story? So once that we see the necklace, we can see the reflection on the necklace of Rogor. Pretty neat, huh? Check that out. And he said, yeah, that shield, I think it represents hope. So according to him, then from there we go back to Metropolis, where the building's still catching fire, a lot of destruction. And then we get to find out that the Daily Planet is really bad shape, in the sense that if they don't come out with good stories, the company is going to fall. I think it was bought out by someone else. So it's a bunch of figures. So the comic ends Rogor riding his motorcycle towards Earth. Okay, I don't stop there. The thing is that we know that Rogor had destroyed planet Krypton and its people, according to the story. So by seeing that shield, that Superman is the last Kryptonian, so he's not too happy about it. So he's going to planet Earth to kill the last son of Krypton, without knowing that there's another one besides Superman, which is Supergirl. But I guess he doesn't know that. Actually, I don't think he knew there was a planet Earth until now. So the story starts with planet Earth. Check that out. Awesome. Love the art of this book. So we see that Rogor lands on planet Earth. And not just planet Earth, he landed in the Arctic, where Superman Fortress of Solitude is at. Then he managed to go in, and he see all those artifacts from Krypton and statues, Superman's parents, and then there is kind of like the robots, kind of like defense system of the fortress. It's kind of like attacking Rogor. So Rogor, he sees a bottle. Now, this is a fun part. The bottle, the city in the bottle, which is the city of Kandor. So Rogor, he gets to see the city of Kandor in the bottle, in the fortress. So he sees that, he goes, Kandor. So what he does? Well, he destroys the bottle. Then from there we go to Metropolis, where we see Superman still dealing with the buildings on fire. And then he sends help from Batman to Metropolis to help him deal with that arson. And then suddenly Superman feels he gets a signal from his Fortress of Solitude, and then he goes to flying from Metropolis to the Arctic in the speed of light, because you just change one page. So one page he was in Metropolis, you turn the page, he's already in the Arctic, so probably he flew speed of light, and then he arrives and he sees the entrance of his Fortress of Solitude destroyed. Check that out. Not only that, he sees everything destroyed on his cave. Not cave, his fortress. So his fortress being destroyed. Everything that he had, he destroyed until he sees Kandor. Now remember, Kandor, I would say that most of the people of Kandor have died because from the Dark Knight Master Race. Remember that miniseries? It was fun. It was a fun read. Anyway, and then suddenly we see that Supergirl arrived, because she also get the health signal or whatever, or the alarm. So she sees the destruction. She sees Superman on the ground, kind of like pissed off and sad at the same time, and she doesn't know what's going on. So Superman tried to, and then Supergirl sees the Kandor city destroyed. So far as I can tell, Kandor has been destroyed. Now whether this moment is gonna be canon from now on, or Bendy's gonna figure out a way how to bring back the planet of Kandor in the city in the bottle, we have to wait and see. But so far, Kandor is gone. So Superman, he leaves the fortress in search whoever destroyed his fortress. And then from there we go to the end of the issue number 1 with that white light, and we get to see that is a giant robot. And then we see somebody dressed in green. Well, this has a green skin or whatever. Kind of reminds me that it's kind of like Lex Luthor, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna continue canon when Lex Luthor knew. Well, no, he doesn't know the Superman's secret identity. What Lex Luthor knows is Batman's secret identity, not the Superman. My mistake. So who that mystery guy? I don't know in green. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of Lex Luthor, but maybe he's not. But we're gonna find out eventually. And then from there we see Superman that he's flying all over the place. He goes to Metropolis trying to find whoever destroyed his fortress. He's listening until he finds it, until he gets punched so hard. Look at it. Love this page. Check that out. And the colors are awesome. And then we get to see that Supergirl save Superman, and then Superman and Supergirl fly to where that creature is, which is Rover. Check that out. So now, here's the end of issue number 3. A confrontation between Rover, Superman, and Supergirl. So, like I said before, I thought it's going to be something like this. It's not. I would say is that although this one is excellent read, believe it or not, even though that you've read it now has nothing to do with the main universe right now, but as a story or read, it's a good read. So basically, the whole story goes around the main antagonist, kind of like I compare this Roger with Doomsday. Think of it of Doomsday with intellect. Doomsday that he can talk, think, has his own thought, make his own decision, not just like Doomsday that is only destruction and that's it. Roger, he has the reason why. It's not like Doomsday, but kind of like reminds me of Doomsday in a way. So it's only 6 issues. I got up to number 3. That's the only one I got left. So I cannot wait to read issue number 4, 5, and see how this is gonna end. So far, it's been good read. It's been fun, and I will give it from 1 to 5. I would give it 4 out of 5 because it was fun. It was fun read. It's really good. I like the way that Bendy's writing is, at least on Superman. I like the way that it flows. There are a few tweaks here and there. I guess that nothing is perfect, but it was a fun read because I read a couple of his story arcs from Marvel Universe, and they were excellent. At least to me, they were really good. So far, we get to see that Bendis, he did his homework with Superman, kind of like I can say that he understands the character. To a point. So maybe after a while writing Superman story, he get more ground about it. So I would give it 4 out of 5. So you're not reading it. I mean, go and get it. It's only 3 issues out. If you don't want to wait, well, I mean, this is a weekly comic book, so it's only three comic books out. So if you're not reading it, go and get it because you might like it if you are a Superman fan. And like I said, it's a 4 out of 5. Well, guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. See you later. Bye.